was a lot of this book that I haven't read yet, and so I figured I would come back and read a bit more to you. I can leave a link to the other video in the comments down below, but essentially the idea of this book is that it's supposed to be so boring that it puts you to sleep. So I am just going to get started right away. With the administrative bureaucracy of the Byzantine Empire. An extract from Byzantium, the Complete Administrative Guide by Professor L. Tedioso. The civil service of the Byzantine Empire was a part of the Byzantine political culture, but also separate from it. It had an administrative function, but also an executive approach to administration. The bureaucracy was reorganized many times over the years, as we shall see in much more detail on page 17, page 84, page 835, page 739, and page 1008. The civil service can be categorized in 3 sections: the Palatine administration, based at a palace; the provincial government, which was responsible for government in the provinces; and the central civil service, which was responsible for central direction of the administrative bureaucracy. The civil service has been estimated to have been staffed by at least 600 civil servants across 13 different bureau or departments of state. The fundamental categorization within civil administrative bureaucracy was between critae, or judicial officers, and secretikoi, or financial officers. The secretikoi were overseen by a general controller known as the secellarios. The secellarios, in turn, were overseen by departmental overseers known as logothetes. The logothetes Taukanauku, for example, was a finance minister in charge of financial administrative bureaucracy, who was the overseer for the secellarios of the financial bureau, who in turn were the overseers for the critae of the financial bureau within the civil administrative bureaucracy. Similarly, the logothetes Tau supervised the post office. The critae, who worked on matters relating to the post office and other matters of similar import, reported to the secretikoi of the post office section of the civil service, and the secretikoi in turn reported to the logothete Tau. Here we have a spot the difference page. If you want, you can pause and see if you can spot the difference. I hope you guys can see the details of the page. A multi-story hypnosis. Close your eyes. You are walking along a concrete path. To the left of you is a concrete wall. To the right of you is a concrete wall. Right next to you on your left is a small blue car. Next to it is a large gray car, then a white car, followed by a red car, next to a green car with a bicycle in the back. Next to that is a silver car, then a large black car with shiny wheels. Look to your right. There is a big gray car next to a medium-sized blue car, next to a red car, next to a large white van. Keep walking along the concrete path, being mindful of the concrete walls on either side. As you walk, you get to a concrete slope. Go down the concrete slope. It's gray, very, very gray, and it winds down and down. You are again on a concrete path. To the left of you is a concrete wall. To the right of you is a concrete wall. Directly to your left, there is a red car. Next to a white car, next to a large silver car with stickers on the windscreen. There are 3 black cars in a row, followed by a green car, then a tiny red car. To your left is a white car, followed by a red van, next to a small silver car with a baby seat in the back. Next is a yellow car, followed by 2 silver cars and a large black motorbike. Keep walking along the concrete path. You get to another slope. Go down the slope, mindful of the gray walls on either side of you. Keep walking down and down as it goes round and round. You come to a concrete path. To the left of you is a concrete wall. To the right of you is a concrete wall. Directly next to you is a black car with a rack on the roof, followed by a large blue van with blacked out windows. Next to that is a white car, followed by a green car, followed by 4 silver cars. The first silver car is very small. The second silver car is large and shiny. And the third is a medium-sized and hasn't been cleaned for a while. The fourth is small and has a cushion on the front seat. There's a large blue car, followed by a white car and a small black van. Follow the path as it winds down and down. Here we have mind whirls. You are so sleepy. You are so sleepy. So sleepy. Sleepy, 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 sleepy. So sleepy. Sleepy, 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 sleepy. in Scotland used a gauge of 4 foot 6.5 inches. The Redruth and Chasewater Railway used 4 foot. The Arbroath and Forfar Railway used a gauge of 5 foot 6 inches. The Ulster Railway used 6 foot 2 inches. However, following the opening of the Stockton and Darlington Railway, many railways, including the Liverpool and Manchester Railway, used the same gauge as it had used, or in fact a very slightly larger one, 4 foot 8.5 inches, which became known as standard gauge. It was also known as narrow gauge, in contrast to broad gauge, which was used by the Western Railway, or the Great Western Railway, 7 foot initially, although this later changed to 7.25 inches. There was some dispute as to whether narrow or broad gauge was better, while some railways continued to use other alternatives. For instance, the Eastern Counties Railway used a gauge of 5 feet. As railways spread around the world, a variety of gauges continued to be used. Some of the most common gauges were 3 foot 6 inches, used for instance in southern and central Africa, the Philippines, Japan, and part of Australia. Russian gauge, 4 foot 11 and 27 and 32 inches, used in Armenia, Azerbaijan, Belarus, Estonia, Finland, Georgia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Latvia, Lithuania, Moldova, Mongolia, Russia, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Ukraine, and Uzbekistan. Finnish gauge, 5 foot, used in Finland. Irish gauge, 5 foot 3 inches, used in Ireland, Brazil, and parts of Australia. Iberian gauge, 5 foot 5 and 21 and 32 inches, used in Spain and Portugal. And Indian gauge, 5 foot 6 inches, used in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Argentina, and parts of the United States. Standard gauge was used in Albania, Argentina, Australia, Austria, Belgium, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Bulgaria, Canada, China, Croatia, Cuba, Czech Republic, Denmark, Djibouti, Ethiopia, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Indonesia, Israel, Italy, Liechtenstein, Luxembourg, Macedonia, Mexico, Montenegro, Netherlands, North Korea, Norway, Panama, Peru, Poland, Romania, Serbia, Slovakia, Slovenia, South Korea, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, United States, Uruguay, Venezuela, and some lines in India, Japan, and Taiwan. Within the United States, there was also some variation in the gauge used for railways. The standard gauge of 4 foot 8.5 inches was widely used, for instance, on the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad and the Boston and Albany. The Pennsylvania Railway used a slightly different gauge of 4 foot 9 inches. The Erie-Lackawanna used a broader gauge of 6 feet. Canadian railways used a gauge of 5 foot 6 inches. In the southern states of the United States, the most common gauge was 5 feet 0 inches. The Transcontinental Railroad was initially planned at 5 feet 0 inches, but later on they changed the plan and used standard gauge, 4 feet 8.5 inches. Some interesting alternative gauge sizes that are no longer in use 6 foot 4 and 5/8 inches, and 5/8 inches used in the Netherlands between 1839 and 1864. 5 foot 9 and a quarter inch used briefly in Indonesia. 4 foot 11 and 3/8 inches used in Ukraine on the Kiev tramway. 3 foot 5 and 7/8 inches used in 1911 in Poland on the Szechuan-Herbie line. I'm going to count the sheep. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, and 63. Some facts about canals. In 1816, there were only 100 miles of canals in the United States of America. The Dessel-Turnhout-Schouten Canal across the province of Antwerp in Belgium is 63 kilometers long. In the French canal system, the canal that has the least overhead clearance at bridges is the Canal du Nivernais, for which vessels must have less than 2.9 meters clearance above the water. When President James Madison vetoed the Federal Works Bill in March 1817, there was a temporary slowdown in the building of the Erie Canal until more funds were secured. In 1798, Napoleon intended to build a canal across the Suez Isthmus, but then he changed his mind. Ireland's Royal Canal was once mentioned in a poem by Brendan Behan. Water in the Vlakfontein Canal in South Africa flows at approximately 5.7 cubic meters per second. The Havel Canal in Germany is one of the 3 separate canals that have both their starting point and finishing point on the river Havel. Gabao is one of several well-known water towns in close proximity to Shanghai. However, it doesn't have any canals. The Shell's Canal in Nunda is the only canal in Queensland, Australia. The shortest canal in England is the Wardle Loch branch of the Trent and Mersey Canal. It consists of a few yards of canal on either side of a 72-foot-long loch. In 1841, there were 19 steamboats operating on the Rideau Canal in Canada. There are no canals on the island of Guadalcanal. The Aoa power station in New Zealand is supplied with water by two canals, one from Lake Bukaki and one from Lake Ahau. The history of gravel. The history of gravel. To a geologist, gravel is any loose rock that is larger than 2 millimeters in its longest dimension, but no more than 60 millimeters. Gravel is simply rock that is within this specific particle size range. Larger rocks are gradually eroded into smaller rocks, and this leads to the formation of natural gravel deposits. However, gravel can also be made by mechanically crushing rocks. Many roads and paths have a gravel surface, especially in low-traffic rural areas. It may also be used as an aggregate in concrete. There are more roads in the world that have a gravel surface than a concrete or tarmac one. There are more than 400,000 kilometers of gravel-surfaced roads in Russia. Rock particles smaller than gravel are geologically classified as sand. Rock particles larger than gravel and pebble are geologically classified as cobble. The erosion caused by rivers and waves tends to pile up gravel in large quantities. This can lead to the gravel becoming compacted into sedimentary rock, which geologists call conglomerate. Quarries where gravel is extracted are called gravel pits. There are many types of gravel. They include bank gravel, which is naturally deposited gravel adjacent to rivers and streams, and which is also known as bank run or river run bench gravel, which is a layer of gravel on the side of a valley left over from when the stream lower down the valley was at a higher level. Crushed stone, which refers to gravel that has been crushed and mixed with a blend of stones which, when used on roads and highways, sometimes has tar imposed on it. Fine gravel, which is gravel that is only 2 millimeters to 4 millimeters in its longest dimension. Lake gravel, which is a surface accumulation of coarse gravel left behind after the removal of fine gravel. And pea gravel, which is a type of gravel consisting of small rounded stones used in concrete surfaces. White noise, a technical explanation. White noise is created by generating a random signal made up of serially uncorrelated random variables that has the same intensity at many different frequencies. To be precise, the variable is not entirely random, as the bandwidth is bounced by the actual physical mechanism that is used to generate the noise. The range of audible sound frequencies stretches from 20 to 20,000 Hz. A randomly generated sample of white noise in this bounded area noise as having more high frequency content than low, even though the actual generation process involves randomly generating noise at all frequencies. This is because each octave has twice as many frequencies as the one below it. From 100 Hz to 200 Hz, there are 100 discrete frequencies. The next octave, from 200 Hz to 400 Hz. The next octave, from 200 Hz to 400 Hz, contains twice as many frequencies as that. The octave after that contains 400 discrete frequencies. The octave after that contains 800 frequencies, and so on. In order to combat this issue, you can instead generate pink noise, in which some of the higher frequencies are damped down. In order to generate a noise that seems more consistent across the full range of frequencies. It is important to understand how the random variables that define the frequencies on which noise is generated are derived. It is sometimes incorrectly stated that white noise is the same thing as Gaussian noise. Gaussian noise is made up of a random signal in much the same way as white noise is. However, Gaussian noise follows the normal statistical distribution, also known as Gaussian distribution, or the bell curve, as suggested by the name. Gaussian noise sounds similar to white noise, but the two are not necessarily identical. The random generation of the frequencies in standard white noise need not follow the normal distribution. Any random vector, meaning a process that produces vectors of real numbers following a process that is not fully determinate, can be described as white noise if it has a probability distribution with no mean, a finite variance, and statistically uncorrelated components. For the components to be statistically uncorrelated, it is necessary that they have a covariance of 0. Covariance is a statistical measure of how correlated the variance of two variables are. In other words, how the variance of the variables varies. The more correlated the variance of the variables, the more positive the covariance value will be. Two variables with negative covariance are variables that tend to vary in opposite directions. Neither a positive nor negative covariance should be shown by the variables that make up true white noise. The variance of the variables should not vary, and they should have a covariance of 0. If you want Gaussian white noise rather than other types of white noise, you would also need each of the variables to have a normal distribution, as well as a 0 mean. You would also need each of the variables to have the exact same variance. Note that it is also possible to generate white noise with different types of statistical distribution. For instance, you can use a Poisson distribution or a Cauchy distribution. Some people use white noise in order to help them sleep. Science suggests that it is not actual noises in the night that wake you up, but changes in frequency. Since white noise consists of continuous noise at every frequency, an additional noise on top of white noise will not consist of a particular change in frequency. So, a consistent background of white noise will damp down any extraneous noises and allow for more consistent levels of sleep, with less variance and variability in the consistency. Here we have a world almanac of pine cones. We have the Coulter pine, which is very heavy. We have a knob cone pine, which is very hard. We have a Jeffrey pine, which is not very spiky. We have the sugar pine, which is very long. We have the ponderosa which is very tiny. We have a pinyon pine, which is very edible. A lumber pine, which is very thick. A hickory pine, which is very hardy. I think this is going to be the last one that I read for the night. It is Fog and Mist, a scientific exposition. If you've ever wondered what it is like to be inside a cloud, the closest direct experience you are likely to have comes in the form of fog and mist. Fog is formed in exactly the same way as clouds, as a massive cloud water droplets or ice crystals suspended in the air. The main differences between fog and cloud are that fog is found close to the ground level and is generally formed through ground and wind conditions in the immediate area from surrounding areas of water or moist ground. Fog and mist are only distinguished by how dense the water droplets are in the air. Most attempts to differentiate them are based on visibility. In the same way as for clouds, fog develops when water droplets condense onto tiny particles in the air. This is why fog tends to be thicker in industrial areas with high pollution levels, because there are more particulates in the air which can act as condensation nuclei. Once the water droplets condense, they remain dispersed in the air. Fog is a colloid, which is the scientific name for a mixture of gas and liquid in this case, in which the dispersed substance is denser than a solution, but not as dense as a suspension. Different types of fog are named after the particular ways in which the air can become sufficiently saturated with water vapor and cool enough for condensation to occur. Radiation fog is most common in autumn and winter and occurs when the ground cools during the night because of thermal radiation, especially when the sky is relatively cloud-free. This leads to condensation in the air immediately above the ground and, in calm conditions, to a thin layer of fog which will disperse soon after sunrise. In this form, it can also be referred to as ground fog. However, wind turbulence can churn this up into a thicker layer, which may persist for much longer at altitude or in areas bounded by high ground. Advection fog is caused by moist air being blown by winds over cool surfaces, leading to condensation and thus to cloud droplets. It is most common over snowy or icy land or cool areas of the sea. Upslope fog occurs when a body of air flows across an upward slope and will tend to form further up the slope rather than at the bottom of the slope. However, the fog formed upslope can gradually seep back down the slope into the lower areas. It can look like a cloud or fog depending on whether you are standing in it or below it. That which flows from an upslope down into a valley can be called valley fog. Steam fog forms when water vapor mixes with cold air and the vapor condenses into fog. You can spot this when wisps of fog resembling steam rise up from the surface of a lake or an ocean. It is most likely to happen in situations where the water is warm and the air is cold. The fog rises upwards and becomes more and more dense, leading to reduced visibility and dampness. Frontal fog is a type of fog found in frontal zones and frontal passages. There are three types of frontal fog: warm front, prefrontal fog, cold front, postfrontal fog. situations.